What's really, really good, y'all? It's your boy, Aaron Bennett, the Millennial Entrepreneur. I'm here. My boy, my brother, my peer, my friend, Alex Inman. Alex, how in the world are you doing today, bro?
Bro, I'm always doing fantastic, bro.
Man,
Always, bro. You already know what time it is, man.
you have to be, bro. You're fit, you're handsome, you're cut, you're rich. You know what I mean? You're an entrepreneur. You're melanin.
Everybody,
You're
check this out.
melanin.
The reason why we were late is because I had to make some fresh coffee. Okay.
Yeah.
I needed some fresh coffee, and without a fresh cup of coffee before a podcast, you're not going to be able to perform at your highest level. So this is why I'm late. My apologies.
Y'all heard it here first. Y'all already know the name of the game, man. And listen, if you're watching this live, if you're gonna be one of the 5, 6, 7, 10,000 people who watch this on the replay, I need y'all to understand that the stature of the man that's sitting before you is somebody that, we started off as, our relationship started off as mentor-mentee, but I don't see this man as a mentee. I don't see this man as a student. I see this man as a friend. I see this man as a peer, because I'm watching the game that he's dropping for entrepreneurs, for young men, for people in general. And y'all are going to see that I'm not guessing him. Y'all are going to see the amount of value that he drops is absolutely insane. So real quick, before we get into the intro, Alex, where are you hailing from, and where are you coming from right now?
So right now I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I mainly do deals in Nashville, Tennessee. That's where I moved from. That's how I launched my wholesaling career, in Nashville, Tennessee. And I do deals here in Atlanta. So I'm been in 2 cities. Small, man. I don't do a lot of cities, a lot of markets, is because it's hard enough to learn one city, let alone a lot of them. So I'm a guy that I like to hyper focus on one thing and get good at one thing.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say small. I wouldn't say small. I would say what you said in the latter, which is focus.
Right.
Focus, 100%. So right after this intro, we're gonna get right into the meat and potatoes on how this man in one deal did what your daddy does in 2 years in terms of revenue. All right. So right after this intro, let's get right to it.
We made it, that's facts, ayy. We the greatest, that's facts, ayy. Prices raising, that's facts, ayy. That's right. But we paid it, that's facts, ayy. I did. They hate it, that's facts, ayy. Cause we changing, that's facts, ayy. We did. Can't blame them, that's facts, ayy. Cause we made it, that's facts, ayy. Cherry on top, that's a goat, yeah. Where you been, I wanna know, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. I know you wanna look up for this. Baby, let me turn you up a bit. You said you made it through hell and back. Give me the scoop, baby, tell the facts. Don't be shy.
All right, bro. So let's get right into it, man, because the people have been waiting. I got 30, 40 DMs talking about where y'all at, and I know that people are here for the value. So really quick, let me just brag on my brother really quick before we get into this, because I want y'all to understand that while we are going to highlight a case study and one of, a very impressive deal that Alex has done, I want y'all to know that right now, in my city, and in Alex's city, the average median household income is between $35,000 and $45,000. I'm going to say that again. The median household income. What I mean is household. I mean, if there's an adult child and 2 parents, or 2 or 3 adults in the household, the average household income is about $45,000 to $55,000. Okay, and so Alex Inman is averaging just on the wholesale side, $500,000 a year. Okay, and I say average because I don't know what his hard numbers are, but when you really think about it, that is 10 times just on his whole. He's got other hustles, but we're talking about 10 times the amount of revenue. Now, I'm not saying that to flex. I'm not saying that to make anybody feel bad. I'm saying that to get this popped off on some real inspirational, motivational value, so that you understand that the words that come out of this gentleman's mouth, I should say, the words that come out of this gentleman's mouth are coming from experience. They're coming from him knowing what he's talking about. So real quick, Alex, just to give some insight into who you are, where you come from, how'd you stumble into the wholesaling niche, and where do you come from? Are you your parents rich? You come from money? What's your background?
No, so my dad was a truck driver and my mom was a school teacher. I grew up on a dirt road in Griffin, Georgia. I'm one of 8 kids. So my childhood, bro, was on a dirt road, bro. So I grew up in South Georgia.
So you're a country boy. I didn't know that. Alex.
Yeah, I'm a country boy, bro. I grew up in South Georgia, and interesting enough, having a bunch of siblings and growing up in a small town, as I went through high school and I started to get older, it wasn't that I was just okay with living in a small town and okay with being in an environment, man. I just wanted more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted more. So early in my early 20s, late teens, I started driving to Atlanta. Griffin, Georgia is an hour south of Atlanta.
Mm.
So when I finally got my first car around 17, 18, I used to drive to Atlanta. And I used to come to Atlanta because I wanted to party. That was the whole goal. I wanted to go to Atlanta to go to real parties. But what happened along the way is as I went to these real parties, I started to see lifestyle.
Mm.
I started to see nice cars. I started to see nice neighborhoods. I was like, hold on, man. How can I get that? Like, what do I need to do to get that? You know what I'm saying? And this was in my early 20s, and I did what most of people do. I went to college. I went the whole college route. And the funny part is I went to school because that's what people just said to do. Like, I didn't necessarily want to go, but I thought I had to go because I thought that was the only way I was going to make money. So I went to school, and I wasn't that book smart. It took me 7 years to graduate college. It took me 7 years. I had to go to 3 different schools. I had to go from a JUCO to another JUCO, then to a foreign university to graduate.
Mm.
And along the way, while I was going to college, I was already an entrepreneur, bro. I was selling and painting shoes.
Mm.
So I was selling and painting shoes while I was in college to make money on the side, is because everybody knows that high school and college ain't nothing but a fashion show, really. Nothing but a big ass fashion show. So it's whoever can be the flyest. So me, I wanted to be the flyest. So what I used to do is I used to paint Air Force Ones. This is circa 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. So here it is. I'm going to college campus. I'm painting shoes, this and that. And I start meeting people. And man, I never forget, man. I met this guy. I never forget this dude. I still talk to him to this day. I met this dude named Ferrari Kelly. And he said, man, I really like your style. I like how you're displaying all your fashion and this and that. Man, I want to invite you to this meeting. I was like, all right, what's the meeting about? Man, I want to introduce you to my mentor. In summer 2008, man, I ended up going to this seminar, very first seminar. And bro, I ended up meeting this dude. Long story short, I met this dude at Change. I met this man named Robert Dean Jr. He was a multi-millionaire. He had a Lamborghini. He had Bentleys. He had everything. And I never forget when he said something. He said that, because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I never thought I could make money. I didn't think it was possible for a small town person to make money, because if my mom ain't making money, my dad ain't making money, and everybody around me in the city's not making money, I'm not going to be able to really make any money. I didn't really think it was possible unless I was an actor or athlete. But bro, when I met this gentleman at this meeting, this was summer 2008. I still remember the meeting like it was yesterday. He said, if you work on yourself and you build yourself and you change your mind, you can have success too. And I was like, hold on, success is possible? I still have the notebook from 2008 from the meetings from that dude. So I started my journey summer 2008. I said, oh shit, I can get rich. Well, let's rock and roll. And from there, I went from business to business to business to business. Now, here's the thing: what most people got to understand. Most people look at opportunities or look at a business and they look at the results of the business, to think that because I'm not making a lot of money or I'm not getting a bunch of results that the business doesn't work. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's all based on you. The more you grow you, the more you can grow a business. So in those early days, I didn't make a lot of money. I wasn't supposed to. I wasn't supposed to be making a lot of money. And looking back 10 years ago, 15 years ago, looking today, I understand that now. I didn't have the awareness to make a lot of money. I didn't have the skill set to make a lot of money. I didn't have the belief to make a lot of money. I had none of those things, which are the foundations for anybody who wants to make a lot of money.
That's right. That's
so
right.
If you're a person right now and you in wholesaling real estate and you seeing me talking about how I'm closing a $146,000 deal, and you ain't even made $146,000, you ain't even made $146 this month. Bro, all it is those things I broke down. You haven't built your belief yet.
Yeah.
You haven't built the skill set yet.
Yeah.
You haven't built the awareness yet. There's things within you that you haven't built the foundation on to make this business work. Alex Simmons been an entrepreneur since 2008. So when I got into wholesaling, it wasn't that hard for me to make $1 million, bro. It's not hard to do multiple $100,000 deals. He's talking about a $100,000 deal. I can give him $500,000 deals. So if you're watching this now, the level of success, your level of success is going to be your level of personal development. How are you developing yourself? You got to develop yourself more. You work on you more while you're working on the business. And what you're going to do is you're going to gauge how good you are based on how the business is doing. So right now, if you're not doing that good in the business, you're not doing that good on you, bro.
That's right.
How many meetings have you been to in 2024? How many coaching calls have you been in 2024? How many extra books have you read in 2024? How many extra calls have you made in 2024? How many extra things have you done that could have made you better to where you were the person on the call today? So, bro, if I'm gonna sum up Alex Emmett, bro, I'm just the dude who just wanted a shot. I just wanted a shot at making money and getting rich. It wasn't necessarily getting rich. It was just changing my life and having a better life. I just wanted better things. I like nice things. I just wanted better. I just wanted more. And I understood that, okay, if I got to have more, I got to become more. So I got to work on myself. And I can't go do it in a job. I got enough common sense to know that, okay, well, the job's not going to get me there. Most people who live a great life are business owners, so I got to get in business. So I can't go get a job. So I knew when I graduated college, when I got into sales, I knew I had to stay in sales. I couldn't quit sales when it was getting hard to go get a job because I knew I was never going to make the big money going to a job. So I was forced to do entrepreneurship. Most people don't understand is they have options, bro. I ain't never had an option. I ain't never had no option, bro. I had to do this. And this is what most people don't understand is what's going to help you break through in different phases of life is wanting to do it versus having to do it. Bro, I had to wholesale, bro. I had to. Most of you guys want to wholesale real estate and you like the fact that you had to wholesale real estate. Bro, I had to wholesale houses. I had no other option. And what do I mean I had no other option? Long story short, summer 2020, COVID hit. I had a business where I had Airbnbs all over Nashville, Tennessee, and I was arbitraging them, meaning that I was paying the owner $2,000 rent so I can Airbnb the property and make $5,000 to keep the spread in between. But when COVID hit, it shut down all travel, meaning that it shut down everybody traveling, meaning that my Airbnb business got shut down. So here it is. I owe $20,000 in rent and I can't pay because remember, the planes are all halted in summer 2020. Can't nobody go nowhere. We all stuck in the house. So I have no business. Only thing I could do, summer 2020 was this little thing I was looking at called wholesaling. I said, man, let me try this little wholesaling thing. I mean, I ain't got nothing else to do. I can't do nothing else. I'm stuck in the house. I owe everybody. I maxed out all my credit cards starting my business. So I'm $60,000 in credit card debt. I owe all the landlords. No money's coming in. So now I'm behind on everything. And now I am relying on the moratorium of summer 2020 to keep me in the game long enough to do my first wholesale deal. So that's why I crushed this game, because I had to do it, bro. Most of you guys want to do it, and you work it like you want to do it, bro. I had to do this, bro. I had to. Wholesale or die.
Yeah. Here's why I love this. I love this because everything that you just said right now alludes to the fact that it's within our control. It's within our control. It's within your capacity. It's within your mindset and belief to be able to do this, y'all. That's why I love talking to my brother right here, because one thing about it is he's going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, and he's going to tell it to you the way he wants to tell it to you. So Alex, let's get into some of this nitty gritty. I want to honor your time, and let's get into this case study, because it is not normal for somebody to have a six-figure payday wired to their bank account. All right, you've done this multiple times. So let's talk about this deal. So the deal that we're case studying is a $146,000 payday that came into you. Let's case study it, bro. Start from the beginning. Where did the lead come from, and where did you find the deal?
Gotcha. So before I go into it, I think the reason why most people don't do big deals is because they think because the number's bigger, it's harder to do the deal. No, it's actually easier to do big deals than it is to do small deals.
Explain.
I'll explain. Well, 2023, I'll use 2023 because 2024 is not over yet. In 2023, my average assignment fee was $54,000.
Man,
bro, I don't do small deals, bro. For what? So I want everybody right now, I'm going to tell you something very, very important. You do small deals because you choose to. You choose to do small deals, meaning that you'll lock up a property, you'll comp it, you're talking to the seller, so you got what the seller's telling you based on your numbers, and you comp the property, and you know if you lock it up at this price, you can sell it for $10,000. Bro, I've never thought that. Bro, why would I get into? I want you to think about it, right? The average person, right, is doing 1, 2, 3 deals a month, right? I mean, when they get into this, they're doing a few deals a month. So if I'm doing $5,000-$10,000 fees, if I do best case scenario, I can do 3 deals a month as a new wholesaler at $10,000 a month. That's $30,000 a month. That's pretty good, right? Yeah, that's pretty good for the average guy. I'm trying to get rich, bro. I want to make millions. How am I going to make millions by doing 30 G's a month? $10,000 deals? No, bro. I'm spending the same 24 hours as the guy who's doing $10,000 deals. We got the same 24 hours, bro. So what do I mean? If I'm going to do a deal, I'm going to do a deal to where it's going to be a deal. So I'm going to do a deal. I'm going to do less deals than Tony. Tony's going to do 5 deals a month, and I'm going to do 2 deals a month. And each of my deals were $50,000 a piece, and his were $10,000 a piece. I'm not doing small deals. Now, am I saying that, I'm not going to do a small deal? No, I don't turn down money. But the deal is made in a negotiation. And when I negotiate the deal is when the money's made. The key is y'all are negotiating too high. And what this is, because you need the money, this is another thing we're going to talk about. Most wholesalers have scarcity mindset. Excuse my language. The scarcity mindset is because they haven't come into a business like this with the right mindset a lot of people coming here with a poverty mindset, and I need money, so they do whatever they got to do to get the deal, and they're desperate to get the contract and make $10,000. Yes, 10 grand. Great. Wholesaling $10,000 house. I said, nah, bro. I'm getting to wholesale and paying my life. When I'm negotiating a deal, I'm trying to make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 pops. Or I won't lock it up. So that's the difference between me and you. You'll lock up the deal for 10 grand. I won't. You can have it. You go lock up $10,000 deals, and I'm gonna lock up.
Oh snap! My man was getting too hot. My man was getting too hot. Yo, this is why we've had Alex. He's gonna come back on right now. We've had Alex come on our community, and let me tell you, he gets the entire community riled up. When Alex started coaching with me, y'all, when he started coaching with me, he's on my coaching, like he's being coached by me. And he's talking to me like this, and he's like, Aaron, this is what I need from you as my coach. I need X, Y, and Z. Like, Alex is, just so y'all know, he is not putting on a front by one iota. Like, this is Alex into the T. This is the energy that he has on the screen, off the screen. You know what I mean? And it's one of the reasons why we love him. He has some really big goals, and you know, one of the things that he set out to do, he'll probably go over this whenever he comes back, but one of the things that he set out to do is eventually he wants to get to $1 million a month. And this is one of our goals as well. And so, you know, can y'all see why he's so successful? Because one of the things that it takes in order to be successful is energy, enthusiasm, sustained energy, sustained enthusiasm. And I think we have him here in the backstage. So I'm going to bring him back on right now. And so, Alex, where you left off is where you were saying, you know, you go lock up your 4 $10,000 deals. I'm going to lock up one $40,000 deal, and in 20% of the work, or in 25% of the work. With 25% of the work, I'm going to be making the same amount of money as you.
Bro, listen, I swear to God that probably everybody on here works way harder than me. I promise they do. Most wholesalers work way harder than me, bro. And I think getting to the next level of income in your wholesaling business, most people think it's going to be working harder. Yeah, you're going to have to work harder, but you're going to have to also think differently. So for me, you got to really ask yourself, what's your expectation getting into wholesaling, bro? And this is for everybody listening. Guys, from day one, I wanted to get into this to get rich. A lot of you guys got into wholesaling because you just wanted to make some money. And congratulations, you made some money. You made money. Everybody watching, you made some money. You've done a couple deals. You done $10,000 deals here and there. This, that. Nah, G. I got into this because I wanted to make millions. I wanted to change my car, my zip code, my watch, my wardrobe, everything. I wanted everything to change. And it wasn't going to come from no 20, 30, 40 G's a month. So a lot of you, your expectations off. You just in this business just because you just want to make some money. Bro, go make some money. Go wash cars, G. Go cut grass. You want to make some goddamn money? But me, bro, I wanted to get rich. So I wholesaled houses as if that was my goal. So back to the science. It's better to do big deals than it is to do small deals. Because the thing when it comes to small deals is you're dealing with a seller who's trying to squeeze you for every little penny. He's like, no, I can't come down. And you negotiate. And then when you get it under contract, and then they're like, oh, well, you can't come to the house. I got to be at the house when you get there. And you can't put a lockbox on. No, fuck that, bro. They're headaches. Deal with higher level people to where you ain't gotta go through all that BS. Another thing, most of you don't do big deals is because you think some big check hitting your account is gonna change your life, bro. It ain't gonna change nothing, bro.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You still are who you are.
Yep. Man, that's heavy. That's heavy.
So get it out of your mind that doing $100,000 deal is something far-fetched that you can't do. It should be normal.
That's right.
You should expect to do big deals, bro. I expect to do big deals. Guys, off top, and I know we're talking about this. We're gonna talk about this $146,000 deal there, bro. I had a seller call me. This is in August. I had a seller call me. He said, "Hey, Alex, I got this house. I was flipping it, but I got the issues going on with my wife." This is a seller that I've done deals with in the past, and he's a seller and has multiple properties that he manages. And I bought 2 houses from him. And he called me. He says, "Hey, I got this property. Basically, I can't flip it right now. It's going to be an extra $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 trying to flip it. I got stuff going on with my wife." Long story short, his wife ended up passing away like the next month. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So long story short, he couldn't flip the house because he was dealing with his wife. And he was like, "Yeah, man, I just need to sell it and get off my books." And he was like, "Oh, I locked it up under contract." I called another wholesaler to see that. I said, "Hey, I got this property, man. Can you give it to me at this price?" "Yeah, I can give it to you at this price." "Okay, cool." We closed on it 2 weeks later. Made $115,000. Bro, it's easier to do big deals than it is to do small deals. Y'all think doing a big deal is hard. It's because your small deals are hard.
So you think logically that because the small deals are hard, that if they're bigger, they're going to be exponentially harder, and you're saying that's not the case.
That's so far from the truth. That's so far from the truth. They think that, to make $150,000 wholesale deal, I gotta jump through mega hoops. No, it's actually going to be a smoother deal. Because you're dealing with a higher caliber seller. You're probably dealing with your BS. Now, the only way that deal will go left is you got fear. This is what most people do. Most people are going to self-sabotage themselves from doing a big deal. That's what 98% of you would do. With a $146,000 deal on the line, you would fuck it up. You know how you would fuck it up? You'd be so eager. "Oh, I don't want to mess up." All you're going to project is fear. You know how many deals that I've had to where it almost went left and it was a whole bunch of money? And I ain't tripping. I'm not letting money control me, bro. It's because if you let money control you when you're making a whole bunch of money, what's gonna happen then when you're making zero money? So there's times where you're gonna be up here and then down here. So if you some emotional wreck, always up and down and up and down and up and down, bro, you're so easily controlled by money. What you need to do is you need to be right here at all times. You making a whole bunch of money, I'm cool. You broke, you in the street, I'm cool. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna waver my emotions. So this is why one of the keys to making a lot of money is not letting the money control you.
That's right. That's right.
And control your emotions. So most people, they got a big deal on the line. They'll self-sabotage it. They'll be like, "Oh, I can put a memorandum on it. Okay, well, let me do this and let me do that and moving in fear." I don't do that, bro. I don't do that.
I love this, bro. I love this. So give us some instruction, right? So I feel like you got people in here like Edmund. He's saying, "Man, I need his drive. This is pushing me." Dez is like, "Facts." Jonathan, have dominion. Be self-controlled. So give us some instructional value now, okay? How do I do that, Alex? It's easy for you to say that you're making $500,000 a year. So I'm over here and I'm struggling. I'm busting and disgusting.
Right.
But you're telling me, and I got this deal and it's about to fall through. I'm nervous because the mortgage company's calling me. So how do I stay poised when I do physically need this money right now. So
absolutely. Because I was at a point to where I was physically needed the money too. Most people don't understand. It's like, well, I'm in a position. I'm trying to get there, bro. I started off there, guys. It took me 10 months to do my first deal, and I was behind on everything. So how did I keep composure? And I kept things in order. I'm gonna give y'all one secret and one secret only, and then we're gonna talk about the how-tos. A lot of y'all want the how-tos, like how do I do the deal? But before I tell you how to do the deal, if you don't have this one thing I'm gonna tell you right now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna slow drag your process. You'll have results, but it won't be massive results quickly. You won't have massive success quickly because success is actually better when it's faster than slow. It's not supposed to be slow. The number one tip I can give everybody right now, I don't know where you are in your business, the number one tip I can give you is gratitude. Most of you are working the business right now, ungrateful as fuck, bro. He's like, oh, this ain't working, that ain't working, and you acting like you homeless on the street, bro. Most people are so ungrateful, bro. Bro, my secret, man, when I was wholesaling houses and when I was making thousands of calls a day, I was excited, man. I was grateful. Even though I was making no money, I was on month 9 and I had no deal in sight. I was grateful. I'm going to give y'all this one little segment. I'm going to be honest with you. This little segment is more important than me teaching you how to do $146,000.
Yep.
It's because this here may be a $146,000 deal. So this is what I did. Summer 2020, I was living in Nashville, Tennessee, in an Airbnb. I was broke. I was driving a rental car. I had crashed my car. I was about 3-4 months behind on rent. I never forget, my landlord was Dale and Pratique. I was renting about 4 houses from Pratique for the Airbnb, and I was renting the Airbnb from Dale. So I had about 5 Airbnbs that I was renting that I couldn't pay rent on. I had maxed out all my credit cards, and I was just eating chicken and rice and broccoli from Sam's Club. And it got to the point to where I was just so negative and beating myself up. I had beat myself down so low that the only thing left for me to do was to pick myself up. The only thing left for me to do was to be grateful. I couldn't be negative anymore. I was in such a negative situation that I was negative. I negged myself out. I was all negativity out. Bro, I negged myself out so much that it was nothing left.
My man said he was negatived out.
I had no more negativity left, bro. A lot of you got a lot more negativity left. You have such a big tank reserve of negativity that you just shooting it out every day, day in, day out. You got all this negativity to spew every day, bro. I had none left, bro. I had none left. So what I did was I said, bro, the only thing left for me to do is to be positive. So this is what I did, y'all. This was September 2020, bro. September 2020. This is what I did. I never forget when I said, okay, I'm not beating myself up no more. I'm going to work this thing with a positive attitude. The first thing I said is, man, I'm grateful for everything I got. Man, I'm so glad that I even got a rental car, a place to stay in. And what I started to do was I just started to look at everything differently. And what a lot of people right now is they're looking at their business and they're looking at their life and they're looking at it. They're looking at it from one lens. What I did was I just switched it to another lens, which is instead of looking at everything negative, I started looking at everything positive. I was like, all right, well, damn, I ain't got no money, but man, at least I got a place to stay. I was like, damn, at least I got a rental car. I ain't really got money to pay enterprise like that, but at least I got a rental car. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I am behind on my rent, but what they gonna do? Come evict me? There's a moratorium. You can't come get me. So it's like, look, I got about 30, 60, 90 days anyway in here. You can't come get me. So I'm good. All the credit card companies that was calling me, I was like, listen, if I don't work, you definitely ain't getting your money. So you might as well just wait until I get the money and I'll pay you. And I was like, man, it actually ain't that bad. I'm eating this chicken and rice. I was like, man, this is actually pretty good. Throw some Mrs. Dash and some Texas beef. I'm like, man, this food actually pretty good. I'm like, man, this ain't that bad. I started looking at everything in a positive lens. And bro, this is what I did. Each morning I would get up, I would be like, yes, today's my day. Today's my day. I had a calendar. And I want everybody to get a calendar. I got a calendar just like this, summer 2020. I put it on my wall. I taped it on my wall. And I still do this to this day. I had a green marker and a red marker. And my goal every day was to get up by 7 a.m. And when I got up by 7 a.m., I got a green check. So I was like, yes, my first win for the day. I got a green check. And I would get up, and then I would get up, and I would read a page in a book. I was like, I got something positive. Then what I would do is I would go to the gym, and I would do a workout. And then what I would do is I would come to my living room, and I would cold call from 9:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. I cold call for 12 hours. Guys, I did that day after day after day after day. I would wake up. If I would wake up late, I would get a red X. I was like, damn, got an X. I can't mess the rest up. Let me make sure I read it. Let me make sure I go hit my workout. I would turn on the cold call, turn on call tools, and I would start diving. And what I would do was each day, as each day went by, I was positive. I was working on myself. I was reading my book. I was making sure I was getting my green check marks, and I was cold calling sellers. And everything that I looked at it in a positive lens. So everybody right now, everything in your business, whatever you've been looking at negative, I now want you to switch it. It'd be like, okay, well, damn. Well, at least I got this. At least I got 5,000-6,000 leads. I know it's something in there. You know, man, I got to call through it, text through it, but yeah, I know it's something in there. Yeah, man, we working full time right now. I'm home at 6 o'clock and only got 2-3 hours to work the business. But if I just focus on calling and those 2-3 hours, if I do that at least 5-6 days a week, you know, maybe I can find something in there. Look at everything is a positive. Everything is a positive. And that's what I started doing. And I was doing that day after day after day after day after day. I would get up, get my green check. Yes. I would read a page in the book. I would go do a workout. And I would come in and I would cold call all day. And I would go to sleep and I'd be like, man, I get to tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day. And I was doing that day after day after day after day after day. And I was stacking the wins. Stack the wins. And bro, I did that day after day after day after day. And I never forget, man, 8:45 at night, I called a lady named Stacy Alexander, 2600 Flamingo Drive. By this time, I said the script 1,000,000 times. Hey, Stacy, this is Alex. Sorry to call you this late, but I'll try to get in contact with you about Flamingo Drive. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I was reaching out to you to see if you consider selling that property there. Yeah, I'm thinking about selling. Well, Stacy, listen, I don't know too much about the property. I would love to get some basic information about it and answer some basic questions. I can, get an offer over to you. Is that okay? She says, you know what? Yeah, I'm actually thinking about selling, but it's a little late right now. Can you call me tomorrow morning? We can talk about it? Absolutely, I'll call you. No problem. Boom, click. Call her the next day. Called the lady. Stacy, what's going on? Yeah, I had this property in Nashville. This is the house I raised my kids in, but they end up tearing up the house. I got 2 mortgages on the house right now. I'm behind on both of them. I'm not living in the house. The house needs a full rehab, and I'm starting chemotherapy treatment in a few weeks. I need to sell. Okay. How much you want for the house, Stacy? She says, I want $150,000 for the house. I ran the numbers. I said, Stacy, I do something even better. I give you $155,000. She says, that's a deal. This was on a Monday. I said, Stacy, when you free to meet? I'm free to meet Thursday on my break. Boom. Met Stacy at the house Thursday. Walked the house. I pulled out a contract on the back of the rental car. Pulled out a contract. Signed the contract. She signed the contract. Had my first contract. I did exactly what my coach told me to do. I remember saying I threw it on Facebook. I went to Facebook groups and I would see other wholesalers post their deal, and I would see other buyers put their email under the deal. And what I did was I went to every single post. I scrolled down probably 6 months, and I made a huge buyers list of buyers' email address from other wholesalers' posts. So I had a buyers list now. Boom, sent the email to them. All the buyers came out to an open house. They all walked it. Never forget this one guy named Brandon. Brandon Cobb, still remember to this day. Yeah, man, I want the house. I got the property under contract for $155. I put it out there for $205. He says, man, can you do $196? Hold on, $196? Hold on, let me think about it. I put the phone on hold. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you got near mine. I can do $196. Damn right. But I couldn't be too thirsty. You can't be thirsty with buyers. So I'm thinking to myself, I mean, I don't know, man. Let me talk to my partners. Let me think about it. Let me put you on hold real quick. I'm like, man, I'm about to get my making paid. Let's go. He couldn't hear me, but this is how I'm talking. I get back on the phone. Yeah, man, I talked with my partner. Yeah, I think we could do 196. He said, okay, great. Boom, let's do it. Boom. Then what my coach told me to do, send him a buyer's contract because he said, Alex, anything over 20, 30,000, we're gonna double close. I said, okay, I'm gonna double close. Send him a buyer's contract. Boom, got everything into the title company. Title company calls me and say, Alex, we just got the payoff. Stacy actually owes 155. She doesn't owe 130. Stacy needed to walk away with 20 grand. That's what she wanted. So she thought that she owed about 130, 135 on the property. Therefore, I got it under contract at 155. But the payoff came back and she owed 155. So I said, Stacy, your mortgage is higher than what we thought. So we need to do an addendum at 175. So if you owe 155, we lock it up at 175, you walk away with 20 grand. And October 1st, 2020, that buyer came in. He wired in 196, 155 grand, 175 grand to Stacy, pay off the mortgage, 20 grand. October 1st, I got my first wholesale deal of $21,000.
Man, come on.
Guys, for the next 18 months, I'm going to give everybody the secret. For the next 18 months, I took this headset and this laptop, and I would press join campaign on call tools, and I dialed day in, day out. I was clocking 50 to 60 G's a month, like clockwork. I did the same thing. I would cold call the seller. They would be like, I'll make an offer to them. They'd be like, no, that's too low. No problem. I'll take the seller, put it in my CRM. And I was just taking sellers from the cold call and throwing them in my CRM. But the thing about the CRM is the CRM, it will give you a notification to call the sellers every month. So it wasn't that they were telling me no when I didn't have any leads. Yeah, I had leads. They just weren't ready today. So if I'm cold calling, I'm doing 1 to 2 leads a day. If I'm doing that 5 days a week, that's 10 leads in a week. That's 40 leads in a month. So that's 40 leads in a month. Then I now can put in the CRM. So I got 40 leads month 1. They all said no problem. If I do the same thing month 2, I got 80 leads now. So now I'm going to the CRM and I'm following up with 80 leads. And what happened was I started shuffling leads from the dialer to the CRM, and I had 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 250, 300, 450, 500, 600 leads as I'm dialing every day, and I got all these leads in the CRM. What started happening was people was like, I'm ready to sell now. And I started doing 1 to 3 deals a month. That's how I was clocking 50, 60,000 a month. Guys, this ain't every other month. This is month after month after month after month after month after month after month with that simple formula I just gave you. Most of you are complicating this business. This business is extremely simple. You generate a lead, you make an offer. They say, no, that's too low. You get bent out of shape or never call them again. You say, no problem. Is it okay if I follow you in a couple of weeks? Yeah, that's fine. Boom, take them, put them in the CRM, and you go find the next lead. And you do that over and over and over and over and over. And what you do is you go back to those leads and you say, hey, just checking on with this, see what's going on with the house. And if you do that month after month consistently, somebody's going to raise their hand and be like, so what's the best deal you can do? Well, based on my numbers, I can do this. Can you do this? Okay, yeah, I can do this. Boom, you got a deal. And what happens is you're going to have people say that month after month after month after month. It goes back to what I said. Most of you were looking at everything negative. Oh, they don't want to sell. They want too much. I'm not going to call them again. I started looking at everything positive. I was like, okay, they want too much. No problem. I'll just call them in 30 days to see if they change their mind a little bit. Call them in 30 days.
Oh no, we're still here. No problem. I'll call you in 30 more days. And I'm gonna call you again. And I'm gonna call you again. And I'm gonna keep calling you. And I'm gonna keep calling you. And I'm gonna stay positive about it. So if I got 2, 3, 4, 500 people that I'm consistently calling and checking in on and not getting an attitude about because they all told me no, when they do get ready to sell, guess who they're selling to? The guy that's been calling them every month. No, this guy right here just said it. No's break all y'all spirit. These people tell you no, and it's like, okay, well, screw you. I just gave you the formula. You start looking at everything positive. They tell you no, great. Okay, cool. Perfect. I'm gonna hit you up in a few days. I'm gonna hit you up in a few weeks. Because what happened is they just told you no today. They're not gonna tell you no forever. So guys, that right there was, I gave you my mindset on what kept me in a positive spirit and what kept me in the right mood and the right, I would say, mind frame to work the business daily, which was being grateful, positive attitude. And then when you talk about the skill set part, the skill set is you just keep this thing simple. I keep everything simple when it comes to this. I don't complicate nothing. I generate a lead. The leads that they want to sell, cool. Make an offer. The offer's too low, no problem. I stay in contact with them until. And you do that with hundreds and thousands of people, and you do deals monthly. That's wholesaling.
I love it. I love it. Check this out, Alex. We got like 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes left before Alex calls.
4 minutes left? Damn, it's only 1 hour, bro. I thought this was 5 hours. I'll break down the $146,000 deal. Guys, it was simple. We went to auction.com and downloaded the list. It's free. It's free, bro. We put a letter on the door and we said, hey, if you need help with your house, I know this is a situation, give us a call. A lady ended up giving us a call. She said, yeah, this was going on in my mom's house, this and that. I'm not ready to sell right now, but I kind of wanted to just talk to you guys. Okay, no problem. Call back in 30 days, and I'm not ready now. No problem. Call back in 30 days. She said, you know what? I'm ready now. Because she didn't want to be in the house. Her mom died in the house. It was headed to foreclosure. She filed bankruptcy a couple times to stop it, and she just didn't want to continue going down that process. So, you know, we got it at a great price. We were able to assign it for $146,000, and it was just that simple. The leads were free, auction.com. You call it, text them, reach out to them. The people who want an offer today or this week or whenever you talk to them, make the offer. The people who aren't ready, put them on follow-up and just keep reaching out to them. It's just that simple.
Alex, really quick, because you're speaking on some high-level aspects of this business that are a little bit more intangible, like self-belief, the motivation, emotional resilience, consistency, keeping it simple, you know, keeping a streamlined process where we're doing the same thing over and over and over again, conveyor belt style. Speak on this, bro. You have a lot of people right now who are, and we're not knocking them, right? This is just what it is. You have a lot of people right now that are terrified. We got a lot of people right now that are fearful. They don't know. There's economic uncertainty. There's political uncertainty. You got people who don't know what the next 6 months holds, and they don't know. They don't know any better. So how do you speak to the people that are like, man, I want to do this business, but if I'm being 100% honest with you, Alex, I'm scared. I don't know is this the right time for me to get into entrepreneurship? Should I take the risk right now? Should I keep it safe right now? What do I do right now? How do you speak to that mindset right now based on where we are in the world today?
Yeah, I think they have the wrong fear. They should be more afraid of changing their own life. They should be more afraid about changing their own life.
What do you mean? What do you mean when you say that?
What I mean when I say that is versus worrying about what's going on in the economy, the election, and this and that. What they're worrying about is they're worrying about that aspect to change something in their life. They should be more afraid of You not working on yourself every day to move closer to the goal that you want to get to. So if we're talking just wholesaling real estate right now, I'm gonna give everybody a tip. I won't even call it a secret. It's a secret, but the secret's out. I'm about to tell it to you. There will never be saturation in wholesaling. When I say, hold on, let me stop my camera. Okay. There will never be a downtime in wholesaling real estate. Never. And what I mean is, if you find a deal, no matter where the market is, there's a buyer for it. I just told you guys in August, I did a $115,000 deal. Bro, I barely lifted my hand and drank my coffee when I was working on that deal. I was sitting right here. I was sitting right here. My coffee and my laptop, bro. And I was just typing on my computer. Yeah, you know what? Set the assignment, boom, boom, $146,000. 115 grand. Bro, there's never, ever any competition or saturation in wholesaling in your city. The issue is you haven't found the deal. You haven't found the deal. So if you were in your city locking up deals at 50 cents on the dollar, you wouldn't be saying this right now.
Yep.
So what that is that's the scarcity mindset. They're saying that is because they're not crushing the business. The only people who say that is people who ain't making money.
Come on, man.
So if you want to get out of this mind frame of fear and scarcity and this and that and the economy and this and that, you need to get to work.
That's right. That's right.
Just get to work.
Come on.
Is that so?
And you never fail to get the audience hyped up whenever you come on here. I wish I had another 2-3 hours to talk with you. I have to honor everybody's time. I have to hop onto another call. Real quick. Last piece of advice that you would give to the entrepreneurs watching this. You have people that are really just showing you massive love. I wish I could highlight the comments from YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. I can only bring on the ones from Facebook right now. Don says facts. I remember Aaron said that we're the cockroaches that will survive a nuclear bomb in the game of wholesaling. That's right. Everybody likes to say that wholesalers are the primitive Neanderthal cockroaches of the wholesaling game. And I said, you know what? I'll take that, because whenever a nuclear bomb goes off, here's one thing I guarantee you: the cockroach is gonna be alive.
It's gonna be alive.
You know what I'm saying? And if the market is up or the market is down, wholesaler's gonna be a wholesaler.
Wholesaler's gonna win regardless.
All right.
For everybody, the last piece of advice I'm gonna give you a great piece of advice here that helped me. Most people don't know is I made majority of my money by JV.
Come on, bro.
Most people think that I'm some great wholesaler, that I just sold all these deals, that I'm just moving all these deals. Bro, I understood when I first started wholesaling, I was doing deals. What I quickly realized was I was doing less deals by trying to do everything. So I said to myself, okay, would I rather keep 100% of a grape or a piece of a watermelon? I was like, well, let me not have this scarcity mindset that I need to do everything, because the biggest issue with most of you guys is you want to do everything. You're so worried about holding on to every dollar is because you think that extra $5,000-$10,000 is going to have you on a lakefront beach mansion tomorrow. You're an idiot, bro. It doesn't work that way. Your life is not going to change tomorrow on one wholesale deal. So what I started to do was I was like, listen, if I need to take $5,000-$10,000 deal out of each of my deal, that I ain't gotta worry about sending out advisories, going to the property, putting the lot box, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. What I can do is I can take my time back and focus on getting deals. which is gonna bring me more money than me spending that $5,000 to $10,000 anyway. So what I started doing, I started JVing on deals, and I was fucking crushing it. Every deal I'm doing, I'm getting it, moving it quickly, getting it, moving it quickly, getting it, moving it quickly. Because most of y'all don't understand the number one rule in business is speed. So most of you guys get a deal under contract and you waver on the deal, and the deal just drags out and takes time because you can't move it. So one of my biggest secrets is I'm always JVing, bro. I JV with mentees. I tell my mentees this. A lot of my mentees that I've had, some of them get it and some of them don't. The ones who get it will always make the most money. They're always trying to do everything on their own and by yourself. Guys, listen to me and listen to me well. I've made $2 million wholesaling houses. I've spent $250,000 just like that. I've seen my bank account almost hit $1 million. Listen, I was able to do that by working with people. When I was working by myself and it was just me, I was making less money. JV with people. Get scarcity mindset out of your mind saying, I want to keep all the money. Guys, listen to me. This is my last tip. You will never get rich by yourself. It's impossible. You're not. So all you guys think that, okay, I'm just going to wholesale the riches by myself. You'll never get there. You'll never get there. The business is too hard. This business is too hard. There's too many moving parts. So if you're new right now and you're somebody who's trying to get your business in order, I guarantee your business is not in order because it's all you. You trying to do the deal, you trying to keep all the money, you trying to do everything by yourself versus going to work with somebody and he may split it 50-50 with you. Even if he splits it 60-40 with you, you're doing deals, you're getting traction, and things are moving. Most people live in scarcity. I live in abundance. So I make a lot of money. So for you new guys, you need to be partnering with somebody. If you ain't got a partner right now, whether it's Aaron, this guy, that guy, you're not working with somebody right now. All y'all are so worried about the money that you have none. Most of y'all are so worried about money that you ain't got. Stop worrying about money. Start worrying about relationships, value, partnering, learning the business, learning the game, and the money comes.
Yeah.
That's me, Alex Inman. Follow me on Instagram, alexminman.com.
Yep, I love it. I love it. Alex, thank you for coming through and showing love. You're always blessing the audience. We got to do another one. Until next time, guys, drive home safe, brush your teeth, and for goodness sakes, don't slap nobody. Until next one, we'll see y'all on the next episode. Much love.
We made it, that's facts, ayy. We the greatest, that's facts, ayy. Prices raising, that's facts, ayy. That's right. But we paid it, that's facts, ayy. I did. They hate it, that's facts, ayy. Cause we changing, that's facts, ayy. We did. Can't blame them, that's facts, ayy. Cause we made it, that's facts, ayy. Cherry on top, that's a goat, yeah. Where you been, I wanna know, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. I know you wanna look up for this. Baby, let me turn you up a bit. You said you made it through hell and back. Give me the scoop, baby, tell the fact.